Hey guys, it's Kat from Parkour YourCity. I'm so excited to show you what I've been doing. I'm interviewing these amazing people all around the world, and they're gonna tell you why you should start doing parkour. Unbelievable. So please watch my interviews. Hi everyone, it's Kat from Parkour YourCity. I'm here tonight with Jan from Poland.
Hello.
Hey, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you, Catherine.
Good. So Jan Shopin, I don't know if I pronounce your name correctly.
Young Shopin.
Shopin, good.
Yeah.
He's Russian, but he lived in Israel and he's now in Poland. Woo! That's amazing.
Poland, in the cold Poland, but in Poland.
So you were telling me that you were teaching parkour for 6 years in Israel?
That's right. I was teaching in groups, in private. We had the gym that my friend built. It was actually the first alternative sport gym that was built in Israel. The only one that was not built by some company which has some connections to government or city councils. So it was private gym. It was a dream of my friends. They worked so many years, collected so much, and built this place for sports like parkour, tricking, other martial arts, circus subjects, and flying acrobatics and stuff like that. They gave a house for new things and new sports. So I was working with them and for them.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes. Actually, they had the first place for 3 years. And then after 3 years, they closed the place to move to another bigger and better place. So right now they have their second place, and they even made another company, and they have another gym in the north of the country.
Oh, wow. What is it called?
Mabuza.
Oh, wow.
Mabuza. Yeah.
Mabuza.
Yeah. They have in tricking, everybody know them around the world because they have a very, very famous yearly gathering in Israel. And it's called the Holy Land Gathering. If you want, you can check it on YouTube later. They bring the best athletes around the world from tricking, and they make a couple-day meeting at the gym with sleepover and a lot of trainings.
Yeah, we'll check it absolutely for sure. Hey, how did you find out about parkour?
So we need to go back to the past because today I'm 27, but when I discovered parkour, I was around 11, 12, somewhere between this age. And my friend saw the film Yamakasi, the French film, and they've been speaking about parkour, and they've been doing parkour, and the whole movie was really inspiring. You could really see what they're doing, what they're able to do, and why they do it, and what they are capable to achieve with it. And as a kid, it looked like, okay, this is something we have to know how to do. It's so cool, it's so nice, it's so fun. And around that time, even a couple months before we saw the movie, we just liked to go to explore the city because we've been very energized kids and we didn't like the normal stuff, playing with a ball, or I don't know. There was no such thing as too much gaming at that time because the technology was just starting to be advanced. So we've been not on the phones, not in front of screens. So we've been all the time outside, and we've been looking to explore the city a bit, like not walking on the same streets, but maybe there is a building which we pass each day 20 times. So maybe we can try to go inside, and maybe we can try to go on top of the building, and then we go on top of the building, and there is a lot of things to see on the building, but you need to cross some path to climb on something. So we've been doing all that before we had any idea that it's somehow related to something which has a name already.
Wow.
So we've been doing that for a couple months, and then we saw Yamakasi. So it was very, very inspiring because we've been doing it around this time, but they've been doing it for real.
Wow, that is so cool. But like, was there any like YouTube at the time, or how did you learn all these like moves? You know, just the movie?
YouTube just started. So we saw that there is jumps between things and above things, so it was pretty obvious. And we saw that they're doing stuff with the hands above something, about an obstacle, above an obstacle. So we just tried to copy them. But shortly after, we've been outside, just went out for another casual training type. And we saw a huge amount of people at the central bus station of our city. It's exactly in the center city, and there is kind of a spot around it. And we saw around 50 people there jumping and doing parkour.
50? Wow.
50. 50. Yeah, 50 people, maybe even 70. A lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. So we approached to them with eyes like that. Like, what are you doing? We do parkour. What is parkour? You know, it's the sport. You jump above obstacles. You have fun. Wow. Why are you all here? Because we have a picky day. We have a parkour day. We have a meeting, a gathering. So today I know that it was the second or the third meeting, first meeting ever in the country for training. And by accident, we just passed by the biggest meeting that was ever made in Israel.
It was not an accident.
We just passed by.
Oh my
So
God.
of course we stayed with them. It was like anything we could imagine that we could try, we would see them do it much better. So there were so many talented guys and so many different guys. Some people knew how to do flips. Some people knew how to jump really good. Some people knew how to climb really good. So we've been very impressed, and we saw the variety of the things that we are able to learn. We followed them the whole day till the evening until the last person that was left. And we had a very, very good taste for more for the few couple months later. But then from that moment, from that day, we really understood where we are aiming for and how to train to achieve it. And we've been working hard.
Such a nice story. Oh my God.
We've been working hard each day, all day. We've been outside like 6-7 hours straight. So there was no such thing as tired. It was just too fun to stop at that age.
Oh my God.
And we've been doing it just for the next few years without any break. And we got pretty good at it. And we've been going to another parkour days, another meetings. And that's it.
Wow. Wow. That's so
That
cool.
was the beginning. Yeah, that was the beginning.
Wow. Amazing. And I saw you are very good at doing flips, right?
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think you can see today I upload a new video, which is only parkour. and only outside. That was the thing. And the previous one is only inside the gym because it's too cold now to go out. But the new one, which I upload today, is only from outside. So you can also see jumps and parkour and not only flips.
Oh,
Me.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Absolutely. I'm gonna look at it. Yeah, so now it's like winter, you know, it's cold, like you said. Do you train a little bit outside? Can we like encourage
Outside,
people to train in the winter?
look, for me, the hardest part at the cold day to train outside is not the training outside. It's the fact that you need to dress up, go to the spot, take off your clothes, start to warm up, and get warm. From the second you are warm, you have a normal training. But to be warm, to be there, and to try to get warm is a hard job. You really need to want it.
Right.
So I did it few times, but I will not lie that it's easier for me to take a bus and go to the gym and have a normal training. But it's just a period. Like
Yeah.
at the summer, you can be just outside without going to the gym at all. And on the winter, you can go to the gym more often. It's okay. It's like that's in any country that has this contrast between winter and summer.
Right. Unfortunately, we have winter.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a question for you. How many
Please.
times do you practice to be able to do one trick?
That's a good question. There is not exact number, but for me to be able to say that I know how to do a trick well, yeah, not just I know how to do it, like I really know how to do it. Yeah, I do it good. Until the point that I can say it, I need to be able to do it on any height, any level, any thickness, any surface, any condition without a big problem. Yeah. Then I will be able to say that I know how to do it.
Wow. So how many times about like could it be?
It can take some elements took me years to master, especially some flips which are not normal, that go like a little from the side or not casual front flip back flip. Some of them took me a really long time to learn how to do. But on the second hand, I think if I was focusing just on learning them without learning another 100 things on the same time, it could be much faster.
Right, right.
Yeah,
But that makes
but
sense. It doesn't take like 2 days, you know.
if you focus on one thing, it will take you much shorter time for sure. But some things you need to practice. If you do it each day, I believe it's possible to master it in a couple months. It depends on very, very different things. So what I mean, I need to give you examples so you could understand what I mean. If a person wants to be very good at monkey precision or conch precision, yeah, conch pre, and the person doesn't know how to do conch, so he have much more things to work on than a person that already know how to make a conch. He just don't know how to make big conch pre. You know, he don't know how to fly a long way to land on something far away. He will have less things to learn because he already know the conch.
Right.
But if he will practice it almost each day and in the right way, he can master it and be very good at conch pre in couple months, in half a year.
Thank you. Okay. What is your favorite trick that you have been doing or that you've learned? Is there one favorite?
No,
No.
I like to tell to my friends, which ask me about like what I prefer, which style I prefer, what kind of things I prefer. Do I like the precision stuff that you need to be like, very detailed on the small stuff, or you like the fancy style of the spinning, like I don't know, like Pasha the Boss or Josh Malone. Uh, and I always say I don't mind. I like them all. I just like movement. I like movement. This is why I not only do parkour. I do parkour. I do acrobatics. I do gymnastics. I do tricking. I do climbing. I like movement, which I enjoy to do. And if I enjoy it, so I just enjoy it. But I don't really have a favorite thing.
Well, thank you. That's fine. It's a good answer.
My favorite thing is that I have the option to go to a spot and to create something that I want to do there. This is my favorite thing. I am able to have a canvas and to paint on it.
Wow. Thank you.
Mm.
Do you practice to fall? Like in case you fall for real, is there any way you can practice that so you are prepared?
Some people say you can. I think that you can on a very small limit. You have small things to train on, which is specifically for falling. But I mean, there is in parkour, the basics is you need to know how to land. So each time you teach somebody how to land on both feet, how to land on four using hands as well, and how to land into a roll. And with the roll, you're able to get this skill that if you fall towards your face, you're able to turn around and just roll. So it's something which you get from knowing how to roll. If you land and your leg slips, so you already know how to use your hands to support your body as well when you're landing. So you're supposed to do it naturally, instantly. That if one leg slip, so you try to put your hands that they will support the body because you lose balance, right? So I think that if you train those things, they will help you in case of bad landings. You will know how to react. But in a case you're doing something specific, you're doing a specific jump outside, it's high, and you're not sure if you're gonna make it. In this case, you don't have too many things to practice to know how to fall from it. Yeah? You can, in a jump like that, you can always practice a bounce. A bounce is when you try to reach with your legs into the place where you're jumping and just pushing with both legs yourself from the wall. In case that you will not be able to do the whole jump up. So you can practice how to push yourself. But this is something that you have to know because you are not supposed to do each jump from the first time. You need to try them a couple times to understand that you're able to jump all the way up. So it's something you do because it's part of the process. So in a jump with a big risk, it's the same. So if you will not go all the way up to the wall, you're supposed to know how to bounce yourself from the wall. But then you need to be smart enough to understand what's going on around. If you're in a high place, will it help you that you will bounce from the wall? Because you will fall down all this height. So it will not help you in any way. Yeah? So you need to understand what is the consequences of the place you're in. If you are 100% you're gonna make it, when there is danger, there is no place for knowing how to fall because you're not supposed to fall. Yeah.
Thank
And
you. Yeah, that makes
if
sense.
you're just training outside and something happens in a casual place, then it's more up to your instinct of what you already know how to react in this situation. If you want to give your viewers a good advice,
Yeah.
the times you're falling outside is the times that you're trying something which you didn't try before. Something new or something that you're not really sure what's gonna happen after trying it. Those are the
Right.
times that you get injured. So try to understand how to do it, break it into parts, and then collect them. But don't go into send it mode and just go for it. This is not how things work.
Thank you. That helps a lot. How did parkour change your life?
No. Because I do it for so long, I cannot imagine myself where I would be if I wasn't doing it. Yeah, because it was with me along my teenager years, grown up years, at my army service for 3 years, and now when I'm an adult, it's with me. Um, I can say for sure that I know myself better. Myself, my personality, my capabilities, and my judgment. I know myself better with help of doing parkour. Because when you do parkour, you have a lot of personal thoughts going on in your heads that you need to fight with, or to get along with, or to understand. Sometimes you're scared, sometimes you're not sure, sometimes you're frustrated, sometimes you just don't have power. And you need to fight with all those that you will be able to do what you're trying to do in the parkour. If it's a jump that you're scared, if it's something that you try to do for a long time and you're still not able to do it, you're frustrated, you're tired, you just don't have power to go outside for training. You're alone, you don't have any company to go with to training. So you're scared, you're alone, you're not comfortable. There's a lot of things going in the head and you need to fight with them. And you can do the same which with things that are not related to parkour. Because you already know how to do it. You know how to battle your hesitation, your frustration, your weakness, your tiredness. You know already how to deal with it. So you can use the same to do it with other subjects.
Yeah. Everyone I've interviewed, that's always have this viewpoint of like they got stronger like mentally because they have been doing parkour, which at the basic it's like physically, right? But it's not just physical. It's not just the body. It's you get over like controlling the mind basically.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very, very interesting to me. Yeah. I think it gives more power to people because they have been doing parkour.
No, I can also say that with parkour, I can understand much, much, much better feelings of other people which are in front of me. So I can see, like, for example, my students, if I create something for them to do, a challenge or some exercise, and some of them having any difficulties or having something going in their mind, I can see that and I know what it is and I know how to help them because I know exactly what he feels. I can see if somebody hesitates because he's not sure, but he's like, it's a 50-50. I think I can do it, but it's a little scary. So he has this, I don't know. Some of them are terrified, and they're standing, and there's three people behind them pushing them. Come on, let's go, jump, and they are terrified, and you need to know to see those situations if you're a trainer. It's your duty to know but I take it to other places, and in my daily life, I can see how people feel in front of me.
Wow, that's
Uh,
good. That's a gift, you know?
it's comfortable because I know how to adapt myself to other people. If just, I don't know, you need to, if you're in a service, somebody give you service and she's not in a good mood. So instead of being angry at her that she's not in a good mood, I already seen which mood she is on the first word she told me, and I just know how to react because I can see that she's in a state like that. That's just an example.
That's so good. Thanks. What is your biggest achievement in parkour?
Personally, for me, my biggest achievement is that I am on a level that I feel that I control my body as best as I can right now. So I feel that I can do anything, anytime, anywhere, uh, on anything with my body. So, I mean, I can be upside down and feel comfortable. I can be under pressure and feel comfortable. I can be in a wet, cold, slippery, anything and feel comfortable. Like I control my body in a way that I'm satisfied.
Wow, that's amazing.
Like
Would it be something you would tell other people to like, hey, you should do parkour because of that? Like, why should people do parkour?
that's a good question.
Your viewpoint.
But my viewpoint, why you should do parkour, is this is one of the only sports that you have absolutely no rules except for not hurting yourself. Just don't hurt yourself. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, my daughter, she just arrived.
Qui était là-bas,
Hello, Charlie. Hello. I think people should do parkour because it's one of the only sports that you have no rules. You can do absolutely anything. Just respect your body and the place where you train, and everything is good. So it's for everybody because parkour accepts everybody, all types of people, all types of people, all personalities. There is absolutely no judgment on who you are, how you act, what you like, nothing. Just like as long as you don't interrupt or I don't know harm anybody, then everything is okay. You can be best friends. Uh, the community is great because of it, because they accept everybody, and the last thing that they're looking for is a fight or argument with somebody. And it's great. It's great. Community is growing. It's strong, and it really helps the sport. So if you join parkour, you have thousands of friends all around the world to visit and train with and speak and share. And for me personally, what I like the most about parkour is that you don't need anything. You just need a basic understanding of how to train, what are you trying to do, and how to do it. But you don't need any equipment. You don't need anything. You just go outside. You find a nice place. You have your shoes, your training pants, your t-shirt, a friend or two, and that's it. And you just have fun.
It's so true. Oh my God. I love all your tips, you know. I think it's gonna help a lot of people that hopefully they start doing
Because
parkour, you know.
I was doing so many sports. I was
Mm.
doing a lot of sports. I was doing karate, judo, boxing, acrobatic, but the trainer was really bad, so I think that's the reason why I didn't like it. But
Yeah.
tennis, volleyball, and hockey. hockey on rollers because we don't have ice in Israel, so we play on rollerblades. And
Wow.
specifically with this one, it was the last thing which I did before I started parkour, or I started parkour while I was still doing hockey. But in hockey, you need so many things. You need proper field, you need rollers, all the shield, helmet, hockey stick, hockey ball, like so many things, so many things, and without it you cannot do it. And you need to go there. And I was cursing each day that I needed to ride for half an hour on my rollerblades just to go to that place to play. So when I could do parkour just under my house or a few minutes walk away, it felt really good.
Yeah, I can see that. You don't need anything in parkour, just yourself, your body. Okay, so what tips can you give to people? Either people who want to start parkour or people who just started or even people who have been doing parkour for some time.
Mhm.
You decide what you want to share.
Let's start with the easier. If somebody want to learn how to do parkour or he just started and he needs some tips. So if you have any access to parkour classes or anything related to parkour which already exists in your area, try it. If you have any classes, if there is any regular trainings outside or regular group which is training in your area, contact them and go to a training at least one time or two times and decide by yourself if you want to keep training with them or maybe you want to try something different. That's the easiest thing because the things which you need to start is a place where you can train and somebody. Like you need a person with you. It's okay to do it by yourself, but it's so much easier when there is another person with you. He can tell you how it looks. You can tell how he's doing things. You can encourage each other. It's much more entertaining, less boring because you have a company, you have somebody to speak with, you have somebody to challenge, and he can challenge you. So the progress is faster. Uh, so yeah, if you just join somebody who already know it, you get a company and somebody who know the place and somebody who know how to do it, so you get all the benefits.
Good.
And the general tip for anybody, because if you're doing parkour for a long time, you already know this tip, because if you don't know, you will find yourself very quickly in hospital injured. Yeah, that take things slowly. There is no point to try to do something that you're not sure how it's going to end. There's no point to make huge jumps from a high place without any purpose, and there is no sense to try to do something dangerous in a dangerous place. Yeah.
Thanks, that makes sense. We don't want to hurt anybody, you know?
No, you can be so good, you can be the best without having any injuries. You don't have
Yeah.
to take risks. And if you take a risk, I think that you need to be experienced enough to really decide for yourself and to have the tools to decide it well, not just I want, so I decide to do, but really understand the consequences and decide that you still want to do it. At that case, it's all your right, but before that, I think, please take it slow, take care of yourself. If you're gonna get injured in the first year, you will have no other continuing years to try again.
Thank you so much. That's precious. What is the biggest dream you have about parkour?
Mm. I think about it a little because it's complicated for me. I'm in a stage that I have a lot of pressure to decide which career path I'm taking and what I'm gonna do with my life. Because I decided last year to quit my job and just to move, take myself and move to other country. And here I'm trying to continue it, but I have all the not compliments, uh, all the troubles around, which make it really hard. So I cannot work here normally. The corona is not helping, so I'm a bit stuck. And sometimes I was thinking maybe I should follow another path, not to quit parkour, but to do it as a hobby. Maybe I should go to university, study something normal, and have a normal job, because I don't know if I will be able to do parkour at my 50s. But who will pay for my rent? What will I do? I need to have another thing which I can do, not only jumping. And it's always going back and forth. Like I have those states that I decide, okay, I just follow parkour and I will make my own business. I will have my own gym. I want to have my own gym. I want to teach other people. I want to have my own space. I don't want to run around for people to always search for clients. Like, anybody want to learn parkour? Anybody want to learn parkour? I can teach you. I don't want to be that guy. I want that people will know that I'm teaching and that they will come because they're interested. But then again, sometimes I'm going, maybe I'll be a chiropractor and then I'll teach. I'll not teach, I will heal people that got injured from parkour or have a problem and they need consultant or some help or advice. So my mind is always running all around.
I can understand.
And
But
right now I have time to think about it, so I use it.
Yeah. Sometimes it's bad when we have too much time. We think too much. Don't
I
think too
think
much. Yeah.
I think maybe I'm in this state that I think too much. Definitely.
Well, I wish you all the best.
Thank you so
whatever
much.
you're gonna decide, I'm sure you're gonna succeed.
Thank you so much.
Yes. You're welcome. So please tell us again your full name and how we can follow you on your social medias.
Sure. My name is Jan Shopin, YANSHOPIN. On Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, it's all the same. I'm doing parkour for 15 years. I'm from Israel. I lived in Israel most of my life. Right now I'm in Poland. I'm a trainer. I'm teaching parkour. And that's it. If you're interested, keep in touch. Also, I didn't tell you because I love movement, so parkour is not the only thing I'm doing. I was teaching parkour, but on the side I was doing circus. So I was a circus acrobat and I was doing performance. And I was a stuntman, so I was working at movies and commercials. As a stuntman, I was doing from fights to parkour to bungee jumps and all the dangerous things. I was climbing instructor. I was working in a climbing gym. So I was doing a lot of things, but all of them connect to movement.
Thank you so much, Jan. You're amazing. This interview was amazing. Whoa.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night. Be well.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Did you like my interview? Well, there are 2 more right here.